All right. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jay.
And I'm Darryl.
And today on Shop Talk, we're going to be going over the top rock live albums that we dig.
So, live albums?
Yeah.
Live, like...
Hey, just because you can record it doesn't mean that you can throw it down live.
Live, like...
Right. So those that can throw it down live...
Right.
Get to make the so-called list.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. Long time ago, thousands of years ago, when a band was touring and selling their material, they would put out a live album to help promote the band, okay?
Right.
Now, these live albums became legendary pieces of music history, and there's a lot of these albums were as important as their original releases, too. Right, they became that important.
Absolutely, they became that.
Yeah. They basically forged the '80s metal movement, tailing from the '70s, and we'll go over that. So let's start at number 10.
Number 10, we have the Nugent.
Ted Nugent, Double Live Gonzo. Of course. Okay.
Wango Tango!
Yep. Now, what I love, okay. Great. When this album came out, it's the first time an artist cussed on an album.
Yeah.
Okay. So the great story was, right, when you were a kid, and you had told your mom, "Hey, Mom, I want to pick up Gonzo on the way home from me live," right? And you bring the record home and you put the record on and you put it on 8. And, Cat scratch fever, stranglehold, and all of a sudden you hear, right, from blasting out of your speakers, your mom hears, "You can turn around and get the right." So, right, mom kicks in the door. "What did you just say?" "Oh, fuck. It wasn't me. It was the record."
It was the record, man. I just bought it. Number 9, Judas Priest, Unleashed
in the East. Oh,
you know,
dude, this is what turned me on to Priest.
Very heavy.
Right?
Very heavy.
I remember hearing British Steel. Then I heard the live album, Unleashed in the East, and that's, oh my God, that's, right? Live albums represent the energy of the band. That was the whole intent of a live album, is to give the fan.
That's why would they put out albums, was to go play live.
Sometimes the energy doesn't translate well, through a studio, and it goes through mixing and marketing, and by the time it reaches your stereo, right, it's like,
processed.
It loses its edge, so to speak. So that's the whole point. Right. So, number
9, Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East.
That puts us at number 8 with Cheap Trick.
Iconic.
Live at Budokan.
Dude, Mom is alright, Dad is alright, it does seem a little weird. Surrender.
You
know what I love the most? Is they got my Kiss records out. They made a reference to Kiss. I was like, these guys are bad.
Dude, they opened for Kiss the first time I saw Kiss.
Yeah.
Cheap Trick opened for them, right? Now imagine being a 14-year-old kid, you're seeing Kiss for the first time, and here's this opening band, and you're like, who the fuck are these guys? And the next thing you know, they whip out a Kiss record. And in the lyric of one of their songs, they say, "Got my Kiss records out!"
Mom and Dad
and throws the Kiss record in the audience. You're like, oh, these guys are cool. Oh, yeah, okay.
Rick Nielsen on guitar playing a self-cartoon, double neck guitar. Anyway, Cheap Trick, Live at Budokan. Number 7.
That would give us
Rush, Exit Stage Left. This was my introduction to Rush. My uncle pulled me aside and said, "Sit down, you need to listen to this." I was smitten by it from the get-go.
I don't want to reveal my age, but my introduction was All the World's a Stage.
That's fine too.
But
I was sat down by a person. So
in left hand, right hand, right? It's all the same, right? So
what can you say about Rush live?
Right.
I've seen them, several times live, and they always delivered.
They sound like they do on the record.
Yeah.
With added energy and the extended jams, the solos, you get all of it.
They're badass. They were.
Rush is Rush, right?
Rest in peace,
all right.
Neil.
Number 6, we have Pantera, 101 Proof.
Yeah, that's a brutal fucking album. I think that was like the key adjective that we used when we were talking in the other video. We were talking about Pantera.
Yeah.
But I mean, have you ever seen them live?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
No, this one has that energy thing.
Yeah.
Has the energy thing, and it has all the good ones.
In the middle of Cowboys from Hell, they bust out an ode to Ted Nugent and do the Catch Scratch Fever, and then they go back into yeah, that's badass. Yeah, Pantera, 101 proof. Badass. Good Lord.
Number 5 in the middle, we have a legendary piece of work.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. Song remains the same.
Remember the video?
Yes, I do. I remember.
I totally remember watching it over and over and over and over.
Now, this album is very strange in its essence, in the way that it was recorded in 1973 in New York City. But they didn't release it until 1976. They sat on it for 3 years. Did you know that? Did you know that?
No, I was.
This is what Did You Know That segment.
I was pretty young. So.
Like, did you know that?
No,
I didn't know that.
I didn't
know that.
No.
I remember sitting on my homeboy's couch and we were, stoned, of course, and watching it. It's 1976, I think 77 by the time it was, right?
Right.
And I'm like, I had no idea that was 4 years ago.
Wow.
Anyway, a little bit of history for you there.
Number 5.
Led
Zeppelin, the song reminds us.
Which is also a great film, by the way.
Yeah, check it out. Google that shit.
Google.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Number 5, Led Zeppelin, song remains the same, which takes us to
number 4, which is Alison Chains.
MTV Unplugged. You remember that?
Do you remember?
How many?
How could you forget, dude?
There was a lot of great MTV Unplugged shows, but when it comes down to Alison Chains,
you know what's, and I say this with all due respect, it has a lot to say about culture. Alison Chains, this particular live thing, right?
Yeah.
He was so whacked out on heroin when they recorded that, right? But at the time in the 90s when we were sitting there watching it didn't come across that way.
No.
Right? And why is that? Because it was so immersed in culture.
I think that the way that their music translated to Unplugged, to an acoustic setting, and how good of a singer Lane Staley is, I thought this stood out as one of my favorite
absolutely.
MTV Unplugged.
No, I know it.
Thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Alison Chains, number 4.
Number 4.
MTV Unplugged for sure. Brings us to number 3.
Number 3.
The Scorpion.
Which is Scorpion. Okay. Which one?
A Worldwide Life.
Okay, so see again.
Big Titty!
So me.
Big Titty Night!
Because I'm so old, I'm 1,000 years old, see. When I think of Scorpions live, I think of Tokyo Tapes with Uli Roth.
Yeah, I'm so old.
But because I'm 1,000 years old, it's all good. I get the.
You know, I tell people I'm so old.
By the time Worldwide Live came out, there Scorpions were on top of the world. They were. Remember, the Big Four, Metallica, and then. So what is? This is a big question, okay? And I want to hear your guys' answer. What is the Big Four of that era?
The Monsters of Rock.
The Big Four. Okay, so what would that be?
Scorpions, Van Halen,
Iron Maiden,
and
Judas Priest.
Well, I was going to say, Judas Priest.
Right? Right? That's my pick.
I was going to say Def Leppard.
That's my pick for the Big Four of that era.
Def Leppard was pretty huge at that point in time.
I know, but we're talking.
But that's a good,
we're talking.
Good 4.
3, we have Worldwide Live / Tokyo Tapes.
Number 2.
Uh-oh.
Iron Maiden. Bro.
Live After Death.
Live After Death.
Now, I go with Made in Japan. Right?
It is a good one.
It's a live album. You can't contest. It's a live album.
Right.
It came out right after Killers did. Right. And it hit the market.
Right.
It came out in between Killers and when Bruce joined. Talk about wore out the needle.
This one's more gooder.
Dude, I slept with that record.
This one's more gooder.
I know that. And you know why this one's gooder? Because I was there.
Because I was there. This guy.
Long Beach, dude. Twisted Sister opened.
That's
It was Iron Maiden that there just absolutely peaked during the live.
Number 2.
Number 2, Live.
All right. This brings us to number 1, and we
here we go.
Pick this one.
Here we go.
Groundbreaking.
Ready?
You are the best! You got the best! The hottest man in the world! Yeah!
All right, so
And the full-on fucking makeup and shit.
so come on,
Gene Simmons. See, when I wanted to be Gene Simmons and like David Lee Roth and Eddie Van Halen incarnate into one guy.
Oh,
That would be like the monster musician right there, bro.
yeah.
Dude.
Wow, there was so much energy. Where
Yeah.
was that recorded? I believe that was recorded at Cobo Hall in Detroit, right?
Detroit. Yeah, I
yeah,
believe you
summer
are
of
right.
1975.
I do know that, but it's just kind of foggy.
And did
'cause-
you know?
Here we go.
Did you know? Here we go. I have to pull it.
What is it?
How did they record it? Eddie Kramer used the mobile unit that they recorded the song Remains the Same with.
No shit.
It was a mobile recording studio in the back of a van.
It worked
An
the
old-
first time.
Yeah. So he and recorded Kiss.
It was just badass. I mean, Ace
But,
Frehley's
man.
solos, Chris's drums.
You know what
just-
I love about
whoa.
Kiss Alive? When you put the record on and you put the music on, and while your music's on and you're looking at the booklet and you're looking at these pictures and you see the blood
I'm
and
gonna
the
stop you
fire
right- I'm
and
gonna
the
stop you
smoke
right there.
and it looks like it sounds.
Kids
That's-
nowadays
you're like, what the
don't
fuck? It
understand
looks
that
like it
shit.
sounds.
Kids nowadays can't get in that
Oh,
frame of mind.
dude, I know.
It's almost like you're wasting breath
I
on
know,
it.
I know.
They don't appreciate shit.
I know.
But that's why we're here to tell you.
That's right.
So, hey, and in the midst of all that, like, subscribe,
Right.
tell a friend, bell, notifications, all that shit. And
So number one, we have Kiss Alive.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
bro. Shit.
Come up.
My baby.
All right.
So, anyway, that's going to wrap it up with the top 10 live rock albums. I'm Jay.
And I'm Darryl.
This is Shot Talk, and we'll see you next time.